Now, at this time, there was a promoter named Jason Staten, and Jason Staten,
Mm-hmm.
he used to promote. That was actually when I was actually an intern, but I had
Right.
made it to Hot 97 by that time. Jason Staten is the one who gave me the Wu-Tang record. He said, "Yo, man, just check this record out. I think
Check.
you're gonna like it. It's gonna be good." The record
Right.
wound up being on fire. It blew
Right.
up. So now you guys are there. What is the experience or situation you most clearly remember that lets you know that not only had you made it, but Wu was at the top of the charts after you guys had really gone all the way?
I think the fact that when we heard it on the on Bobito and Stretch show, that's when you know how it is for a nigga that's out the hood and you hear your shit on the radio, period. So I think that the fact that we heard it come through the airwaves, that was dope. That was something that you rarely would ever think would happen. So once we heard it on the radio by these dudes, because they had an underground show at that time, and it was a late night joint, so you know niggas got their ears plugged to it, listening. And once I heard it, it was like, oh shit, this nigga got us on the radio. You know what I mean? And you know, as young niggas, that's all you ever want to do is be heard from the masses side. And that shit had me almost jump like 8 feet in the air. Little chubby nigga jumping so high in the sky. But once I heard it and it was sounding right and we was rumbling with the tracks and everybody was sounding good, I was like, yo, you know what? I got a vision going on. I think this shit might be something, you know? So it was just more about the excitement that kept us there. But that was the most exciting thing, is just to be heard on the radio.
So when Wu-Tang exploded, blew up, you're now all major celebrities.
Right.
What was the time that you said, Jesus, we're at the God damn, we at the top of the whole game? What was it? What was something that an experience or something that happened that made you say, we number one now? We took over.
It was the fact that it was something new, Scoop. It was just that you ain't had that going on. You ain't had 10 niggas as a group coming on and everybody getting busy. So I knew at that time we all had super potential to be great. But it's like I kind of already knew, like, yo, niggas know how to rhyme. You know what I mean? And we behind a nigga that know what he doing. And we got a nigga like Jizza who was rhyming his ass off back then in our corner. So I knew it was at no point we could lose because we had a lot of guidance with us and we had lyrical niggas down with us. See, Jizza, I felt like if Jizza told me I was weak, then I was weak. But if he told me I had it, him and Dirty, I ain't gonna say Jizza without Dirty because that'd be fucked up. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say both of them. They pretty much knew what we all had when it came to the ability to spit out those bars. So when they told us, it was like I already knew that the world is getting ready to witness some shit that they probably never even seen before or never even gonna ever get again. So this was the beginning of something that was going to be interesting.
Right. Now it's hard to be in a group with two members. It's hard to be in Run DMC. It's hard to be in EPMD. How did you
Right.
handle being in a group with so many members? What kept it together? And then unfortunately, what broke it apart?
I mean, you got to remember with the Wu, it was like a it was like a jigsaw puzzle. You know what I mean? Like we didn't know what we was putting together when we was putting it together, but we all just kind of ran with the faith of knowing that RZA know what he doing and RZA understands the business. So that's like if I tell you, yo, Scoop, I know what I'm doing. Just get behind me and just follow what I'm about to do. And you ain't got nothing to lose, Scoop. So you like, yo, all right, nigga, I'm only following you because I know that you know what you're doing, and
Mhm.
and you're gonna drive the bus. So we're gonna sit back and observe. So that's all we did was sit back and allow RZA to use with him, the Jizza and Old Dirty knew, and just
Right.
said, yo, all right, yo, sit. I'm gonna play the back seat. I'm gonna chill out. Yo, if this shit goes somewhere, you know I'm riding. If it don't go nowhere, it was nice. Staten Island got 5 minutes of fame. I'm happy. We walk away, we still men's. But at the end of the day, like I said, everything was still up in the air. So it wasn't like nobody still was superly impressed. We started to get impressed when they started to play it more and more. So
Right.
once you hear it on the radio one time, you hoping that you're gonna hear it again the next day. So that's how it was going, and that was the battery that was taking over everything. But we still had to sit back and follow the game plan on what RZA was giving us.
What unfortunately tore it all apart? Was it too many personalities? What was it?
I mean, when you say tore it apart, it's like it wasn't never really tore apart. It was ripped. You know, I would call it ripped and tore apart. I mean, being ripped is just being involved with a bunch of guys that got personalities that you just got to adjust with. You know, sometimes we have rainy nights, niggas is arguing or whatever the case may be. Everybody may have their opinions. Egos is flying because it's 100,000 of us at one time. That's what it feels like. So yeah, you're gonna get that good and bad, but at the same time, we realize that this is saving our lives because a lot of us was destined for either jail or death. So you don't let things go too far when it comes to knowing that something positive hit your life. You know, like I said, I was just happy to just be able to say, yo, nigga got a job now. I ain't got to keep running from the police, and I got an excuse now to be like, yo, I ain't out here doing the same shit I used to do. So we never let a lot of shit get too crazy. It got crazy, but at the end of the day, we know how to deal with emotions. You know, we don't let the emotions get the best of us. So sometimes when niggas is venting, they just venting to vent. Let them vent. Let them get his shit off or whatever. The next day, wipe your face, come back in the room. We might tap on the little situation again. Yo, you know that shit wasn't right or whatever. Let it be. What we doing? You know what I mean? It's about being a man and not being a kid. You know, but you know, sometimes you let your emotions supersede your goals. And that's what we wasn't going to do. We knew that the people respected us. We knew that people loved us. We knew that people was interested in us. So we kind of like let that be it's like falling on this side of the Richter scale. Either you're going to go with the good and outweigh the good with the bad. And that's what we did. We just pretty much said, you know what, regardless of what, motherfuckers love us. So we stuck together now. It's like the mafia. You can't get out of this shit. You know, even if you wanted to, you can't get out.
Yes, a couple of things while we're here. Shout to Dan Tanner, shout to Noriega, and people putting up so many verses. Like one of the lines, somebody put it up, but one of the lines is go on the war with the melting pot, and it got 40 niggas in here now to kill niggas' fathers. Like when you said that, that was mental to me. A couple other questions about Wu, and then I want to go right to Cuban Links. Who is the MC in the group that kept your pen sharp? Who made you better in the Wu? Fatman Scoop.